Welcome to the Art of Connection, Muslim Matters Edition. I am your host, Bilal Khan, and in this piece, we're going to talk about Wikipedia. Some people complain, or they say that Wikipedia isn't trustworthy because it is something that you can go in and change information. That is true to a degree. The reality is that if you try to change information on Wikipedia and you don't have any kind of history and you're new to the game, know that a majority of these pages have gatekeepers, meaning these are people that are dedicated to the page and the content that's on the page. So if you make any changes, they'll be alerted of it. And they will either revert back the changes or they will flag you because you didn't follow any of the guidelines. But the real issue with Wikipedia is because of the fact that it's a reference index. You could post information there so long as one of the guidelines is that you are referring back to content that's already published elsewhere, and that content has some sort of reputability. Today, we live in an era of iterative journalism. What that means is that you can publish content, post stuff up, you can report on rumors and speculation, and things may or may not be true. Most likely they're not true, but you'll say stuff and you have crazy headlines, all because it's going to drive traffic. From an ethical standpoint, yes, it's wrong, but from a legal standpoint, what's worse? You're just speculating, and when the information that they're given or what they're sharing is incorrect, and they're given the right information, what they'll do is they'll simply go at the end of the article and then they'll make the update. But they won't change the headline, which still is misleading. They won't go into they won't change the lead nor the content, which is also misleading and incorrect. That information still is referenced for the Wikipedia pages. Now, when you have folks like BuzzFeed and Upworthy and a whole bunch of other places where it's all about yellow journalism, like websites like Gawker and whatnot, and even the way that Facebook is set up today, maybe it won't be in the future, but it is right now. It's all about infotainment, that the content that's being shared, people share it like that, and they don't think about the consequences that come as a result of it. So one of the things that we definitely need to think about is go back to our spiritual tradition, verifying and investigating whether something that is being shared with us is actually true. Here's the thing with Wikipedia, as long as the content is referenced, they can share it. But the issue that comes into play is what's being referenced, is that legit? Is that true? One of the things that we need to be able to do, and I believe a lot of people even from the Muslim community are guilty of this. They'll use headlines, again, for eyeballs. They'll come to conclusions through speculation and rumors, which is not healthy and is definitely not good for our community as a whole to work towards a better future. One of the things that I would highly recommend all of you to read, and this book is titled Trust Me, I'm Lying, Confessions of a Media Manipulator, written by Ryan Holiday. He is the director of marketing for American Apparel, and he's also a writer. Fantastic writer. He knows how to do research and whatnot, but he was somebody who found himself using the very tactics to manipulate media. And among the ways that they would do so is that they would publish or fabricated news, and they would basically publish it and or get somebody to write it by sharing like some sort of fake anonymous tip. And so the information would be submitted there, and then they would leverage that as a means of getting some real news coverage. And so now you have news coverage being created through fake news. And so all of a sudden you have this information that's being propagated throughout. It's all based off of false and lies and things like that, which is not a very good thing. And it definitely crosses the lines in terms of what's ethical and what's right. The reality is a lot of us are unaware of the ways that news media, where it came from and where it is now and in the direction that it's going. And because of this ignorance, a lot of us fall into some of the many traps, share some of the very information, and even engage in the very tactics that would be divisive to families, to people, to communities as a whole. And this is something that we definitely need to be able to understand. So again, I highly recommend that you check out that book, Trust Me, I'm Lying, The Confessions of a Media Manipulator by Ryan Holiday. And don't look to Wikipedia as a actual source of information. I mean, it's easy to access, yes, but look at what's being referred to, and then based on that, make a judgment call as to whether or not that's a reputable source. May you be blessed with peace, safety, security, and freedom now and in the days to come. I'll see you soon.